Hey man, what up, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here, SportsView360.com, covering Memphis basketball today. Yo, man, look, it's been a overall, man, as a whole for the city in Memphis. It's just been pretty much dark times for sports right now. Grizzlies not doing too good. You know, you got the old issue with John Morant and that new head coach Thomas Isalo, whatever his name is, the new head coach, got that issue going on. They're dealing with injuries. Memphis football clearly out of college football playoff race and American Conference championship race after losing this past week to East Carolina, and now it's looking like Memphis basketball could be heading towards a down season, just based on the optics of what how things are going right now. Yesterday's loss was pretty bad. You know, it was a very lopsided defeat against a team that did not have multiple starters. Josh Patton's UNLV team, and they had lost like 2 games to like Tennessee Martin and Montana. Those were like bye games for them. And, you know, a lot of people had expected Tigers to win, but it was bad, you know, and the way they came out of there and played. But I saw the presser today, from what happened last night. Penny Hardaway looked pretty dejected, man. Looked down, you know, based on what I've seen. But, man, look, I know people don't have a lot of high expectations for this team, but they still could turn around, man. I don't know if it's going to happen now, especially with this slate coming up against Purdue and a few other good teams down in the Bahamas. Then you come back and you play Louisville, Baylor, Vanderbilt, just a murderer's row of really good teams. I don't know if you're turning around doing non-conference slate, but once you get in the American, there's a chance. I don't know if they'll have. Right now, Memphis is being touted as a at-large team to get into the tournament. I don't know if it's going to remain. It's going to stay like that based on how they're playing right now, but they got to get it going by AAC play, man. You know, a lot of things. Like I said yesterday, Penny Hardaway has to find the right 5 guys that's going to help turn around the season. He has to tank it with this lineup, with this roster. I think he mentioned like Julius Stefford and Simon Majowick, player that came from overseas, are going to be his cornerstone players. That's fine. Majowick had like 9 rebounds yesterday, 9 rebounds, 9 points. So he's showing some flashes, man, but can he do that? Can he do that every night? Every other night? You know? Is he still coming? Because just based on what I've read on him, is that he's still raw. He's a raw talent. But if they can get that out of him every night, or every other night, every 2 nights, you know, and combine that with Bedford, they may be able to win some games, man. You know, but that wasn't expected out of those guys. You know, that was expected out of Aaron Bradshaw, Doug McDaniel, who a lot of people getting on right now. You know, I think if in regards to Sincere Parker, man, I just think his mind's on that case, man. You know, I just think that's where his head's at, man. But he's out there playing, man. He's you know, he's scoring for him, you know, but that's where his mind's at, in my opinion, you know. But look, man, I still think that's time, man. That's still time to turn it around, man. You know, the league is that bad, though. It is that bad, but it's also a league filled with parity, where you think you have a contender, a really good team in American, team that can, you know, threaten Memphis, and they lose a few games that they have no business losing to, like Tulane. Hearing big things coming out of Tulane. They losing games. They lose games they shouldn't lose all the time. But in the same sense, Tulane, it didn't happen last year, but years prior to that, Ron Hunter's teams always get up for playing Tulane. They always get up for playing Memphis pretty hard. Y'all know about UAB. We'll see, man. They got to get it right. They got to get this thing right, man. Because if they stumble, what they are doing right now in non-conference play, then go into American conference play and stumble some more, it's gonna take them winning the conference tournament to get a clinch a tournament berth. Cause that's where it may be headed, to where they lose that at-large bid status and they're gonna have to win the entire conference to get into it. So right now, man, it's early. It's early right now, but the margin for error, could be razor thin if they allow it to be. And this stuff, I've been covering this team, been credentialed, covered this team since 2019, and the way college basketball, the way it works, you start off the season with your in November with your non-conference schedule. Then you go into conference play. Then you start positioning yourself for the tournament. That stuff comes pretty fast. Right now it's November. It's late November, December. You got more chance to gain ground. Then around January is go time. You gotta get going around January. So they got to get it going, man. Because they set up this non-conference slate, this tough non-conference slate to build their resume and all that for March. But now that you're finding out that you may not have the guys to deal with these type of teams, it hurts you. And this is why teams like those other teams in the conference in the American schedule these soft games because of this. Memphis is the only team in the conference that play against blue bloods, that play against contenders on a non-conference schedule. The only one. Maybe like Tulane, South Florida, UAB, they'll play like one or two teams that are really good from the group of five. Not the group of five, that are from the Power Four. So I still think the season could be salvaged, man. It just might take a while, man. The fan base might be, go through some. This team might be going through some growing pains right now. That's just what it is right now, man. But there's still time, man. A lot of basketball left to be played. A lot of time for Penny Hardaway to find out who these guys are, to find that one or two these go-to guys, find out who these guys are, and get things turned around. Hopefully, he can find that out in his tournament in the Bahamas. So we'll see how that'll play out, man. But I'll be back with another video, probably tomorrow, previewing the Memphis versus Purdue game and the Baja Mar Classic, whatever it's called, down in Bahamas. So I'll be back with that video, previewing it, predicting it. But that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think Memphis? Do you feel as though the season is on the verge of being really bad for the Tigers this season? Let me know in the comment section below. Have a blessed night. Peace. I'm out.